Sword of the Demon Hunter is a sleeper of this season. We are late. I'm not even gonna lie, man. But if you want a show that has a little bit of Demon Slayer type vibes, but with way crazier twists so far, this is gonna be the one for you, man. The main character, he's kind of stoic, which I like, but the world is beautiful. Check it out. What about episode 1?
Well, I guess we can start off with this man has a deadbeat dad.
Dog.
he forced the deadbeat dad, and his dad was just beating him and his sister.
Bro, that was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Because on top of that, one, I think she had that eye is probably why he was beating
100%. 100%.
Well, I'm just like, dang, bro, like that's still your baby girl. She came from you.
Didn't even give it a chance.
They didn't give her a single chance. You know what I'm saying? They get lucky and get found by a random monk. You know what I'm saying? Who, the monk, like a warrior, I guess.
The sentinel.
Yeah, sentinel. And he just takes him to his village and just straight up adopts him, which good on him, man. W father right there.
W dad, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that was low-key intense start to the episode. It just like starts off and she just got smacked off the top. Yeah. I was like, hey, what is going on here?
Jinta, help me. What do you want me to do?
You love me to help at first, though.
You gonna get the Batman. You want what he's having? That's what I thought.
Nah, that's nice, man. But he ended up being a good brother. He had to do what he had to do to make sure his little sister was good, man. Mm-hmm. But it's just so crazy because I feel like that full first part of the episode, I was waiting for something extremely like tragic to happen. Somehow, even worse than what was already happening. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think I'm just traumatized by anime at this point. I was like, yep, here comes Muzan.
Facts.
I thought they was about to get cooked. But it ended up working out. You know what I'm saying? They had a pretty good childhood. They get raised with that guy and his daughter, right? Mm-hmm. But they have a weird village. The village has like a grand priestess, essentially, who's supposed to like bring prosperity to the village, but only the sentinel, which is like her guardian, and the village chief are even allowed to like see her. No one else can see her.
And so basically the daughter hasn't seen her mom in over 10 years. Because of that.
Which is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess it's cool. At least the dad gets to go see her because, you know what I'm saying, he's the one who gets to protect her. But it's just like, that would be a rough family environment just off the top. You know what I mean?
Just never get to see your mama.
Dog.
Like that, that's a hard life.
You feel me? Your dad just like, yeah, she doing all right.
Like,
that's all you get. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, I feel like that kind of just helped like set you into the world of like how this like place kind of works. Mm-hmm. And the Sentinel's supposed to protect the village from demons. And you don't really see it at all, really, in the beginning parts, right? You just know that the dad low-key takes out demons and he's teaching Jinta how to fight. But then they just skip. Like,
that time skip was crazy.
Boy, I was just saying, what you mean? Like, he just showed up grown as hell. Yep. Like the next scene.
Yeah, next thing we know, he's the next top sentinel, right?
Yep.
And then I guess there's another guy from a different, like...
The village chief's son was also a sentinel.
Yes.
I didn't know they could have two of them.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Thought it was just one.
Yeah, but our main character, he's the real sentinel because they be sending him on real missions. You know what I'm saying? Correct. I think the village chief's son just... he's a Nepo sentinel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He inherited the position, essentially. But what's crazy about that is that we initially find out that one, the guy who adopted him, his wife got eaten by a demon. And then... he had you know what I'm saying, get it back in blood, but he died killing the demon that killed his wife. So I was like, yo, that's some crazy stuff to off screen right there. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
So they offered the job to the daughter, and they offered to Jinta as well as the Sentinel. So
well, yeah, he'd been training for it.
Yeah, he was already planning on doing this regardless.
Exactly. So. He wanted to be by a baby girl because she wanted to end up becoming the position her mom was anyway. So
I don't even know what it's called. It's like Issa. I
don't call her the Grand Priestess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot what it's called. But.
Keep it simple. But it was just crazy to see that like he kind of really did stick with that whole path, which it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of owed a lot to the dad.
Right.
But it was just nuts to see how the village low-key don't even really respect him the way you would think they would, man. Mm-hmm. Especially when he's the one like low-key going out on like Akatsuki level missions every day. And then other dude is just sitting there. He's scrawny. Bro don't even like have a sword out for real. Like I was just like, I'd be sick with these people. Don't lie, but you gotta protect the baby girl, man. But the sketchy part though is the sister that we saw with the demonic eye is still the same size, and this is like a 20-ish years time skip or something.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, that part confused me at first.
at least 10 years.
Because I was like, why would she still be the same size? And that kind of confirmed for me that she's definitely a demon.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
How do you just not grow?
I was like, there's no way. Oh, man. And she was still acting kind of like a kid, too.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's definitely sus. And she was very
how did I
comfortable
not peep this?
going in the Lady Priestess room and everything, knowing that she wasn't even allowed to be in there.
Man.
But she knows that they tight family, so it's like she didn't think of it as a
Nah, that's
bad
crazy,
idea.
bro. I ain't even gonna lie. This village's security is terrible.
facts.
I
Seriously,
know y'all know
sleeping
she a
under
demon. Oh, me.
Oh yeah, they all knew. They had to.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like y'all's whole religion is we hate demons, and y'all just let her slide?
Yeah.
To me, that was crazy.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was. But what can you do, man?
But like I said, as soon as we thought everything was going well, man, they hit us with a twist. Spoilers.
Well, the twist was...
Spoilers, y'all.
The twist was they go on a little bit of a talk.
Yo,
Okay? And she explains to Jinta that she's getting married to the other
the
dude.
useless
Yes, to
the
the
Nepo Sentinel.
yes. And he was actually in
That's
shock to hear that. He actually had a little bit of a sad face on him.
Nah, that was his girl. That was supposed to be his girl.
Yeah, he loved her. I agree. But
Yeah, man.
I think he's doing what he has to do, though, at the end of the day. They both are. I guess they were doing it for...
Yeah, they're both trying to do their role.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just crazy to me, though, that, like, honestly, he a better man than me. Let's just start there, man. I'd have been like, well, what the?
That's not sliding.
Oh, me. Like, yeah, I'm here to protect the village, but he don't got to be part of the village no more. If this is how it's going.
And she even offered to, like...
to run away with him.
Like, and he still didn't want to do that. So I'm like...
He an honorable dude, man. Because I ain't even gonna lie, that was just an insane pull right there, right? And after he accepts this, right? Like, he didn't even, like, he cried a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I could tell, like, in his heart,
Yeah.
that one hurt, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, you know what? Like, I'm a real one. I'm here for my job. Like, I'm gonna just do that. I love you too much that I'm okay with this. He wasn't okay with that.
Tripping.
But you know what I'm saying? He accepted it. And to the point where even Homeboy pulled up on him like, you're not mad? I know you heard.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him like, bro, like, look at the differences in y'all size. Like, this man could literally end your life right now.
Yes.
You should not be playing with him. But he even let that slide, bro. But you know who really gonna be down for him, who rode for him for real? His sister.
That is also facts.
Because I'm not gonna lie, okay? When the two demons pulled up, I was kind of confused.
Yeah, they went in like two separate directions. Well, actually, the sister stayed at the crib,
Yep.
and I guess
He got sent to go kill him because they kind of showed themselves to the villagers.
right. So yeah, Jinza heard about that. He pulls up
On conquest.
and he sees the swollest demon I've ever seen in the
man.
world.
That boy mentality was different.
And they get into it. They get in a little bit of a squabble. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying? More than a squabble. They both cut each other's arms off.
That was insane.
Let's start with that.
First of all, Jinta kind of hard.
I didn't realize.
I think he was just going to swing through one time and get that dude.
I
Like
wasn't
that.
familiar with his game. I really wasn't.
Homeboy was teaching him how to swing that joint.
Regardless,
Tough.
the other demon decided to go inside the other house where his sister was at,
You know, because she was like, I sense a demon in there. That was just like, oh,
and basically
gaslit her.
just gaslit her into.
Honestly, that was traumatizing though.
I'm gonna let you handle that part, man.
Bro, that was just so crazy because I'm just like, yo, I thought at first she was gonna like threaten her. She was like, honestly, I don't even have to force you to do this. You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
She said, "No, come with me first." She said, "Come with me. Come, let me show you." And she's like, "Nah,
Yeah, you know
you
what I'm
gonna
saying?
try and hurt my brother." I'll hurt you with what you can see right now, though.
Bro,
I guess she could show her the future.
she showed her the future.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
And showed homegirl that was supposed to be her brother's girlfriend, essentially wife, right? That's what she thought was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause she low-key even didn't like her at a certain point because she felt like she was gonna take him from her.
Right.
But she was like, you know what? I want him to be happy. Like, she kind of made up her mind on that end. But then he showed her a video of homegirl, not like straight up 4K footage of homegirl undressing for the other dude, and she was like,
I started puking up.
Dog.
She's like, "No, that ain't real." She's like, "Come on, let's
"No,
go."
I can show you right now." That was like, she said, "This is just 10 minutes, 30 minutes before it happens."
Yeah, that was crazy. That's a crazy power to
That's
have,
nuts.
honestly.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah.
And so, meanwhile, our boy's fighting for his life with conquest in the valley.
Fighting for his life.
That dude talk about why'd you swing your sword, man? What really makes you want this? I was just like, that's crazy, man.
And he loses his arm, stabs the dude in the chest.
Bro, with a piece of his sword, mind you, after his sword breaks. Crazy.
Cuts his other hand open, mind you.
Jensen like that.
Stabs the other one in the chest.
Yeah.
And then he says, duty has been fulfilled. Take this with you.
Them prophecy demons different. Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna give you a gift. And I don't think that was part of the script.
It probably wasn't.
I think that was just that demon in general was like, you know what? You were interesting dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if he had just been able to kill him, he would just been like, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. But because like that human was able to kill him, he was like, all right, let me see how you rock when you lose everything. Because I know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so he low-key like somehow assimilates his arm with Jinsa, which makes him a half-ish demon. Mm-hmm. I guess a full demon really at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say a full one.
Yeah, because he wakes up, got a new arm. He's trying to pull back up on his sister because they were talking about, like, hey, Muzan is going to be born in your village. We saw Muzan. And he was like, oh.
And he realized that it was his sister. So he's like, I got to lock in.
On me.
Run over there.
But what the sister was seeing, bro, was the largest anime betrayal I have seen in a while, bro. This might be crazier than Rachel from Tower of God, bro.
I don't even blame you for saying that.
Because I ain't even go, bro, she already traumatized seeing the vision, right? But she was like, that can't be true. Seeing it again in real life is crazy.
Yeah, I knew that struck a nerve, man. I knew it was over.
And his sister was funny. She was mad petty. She was like, you a hoe, huh? I was just like, yo.
And then we found out that she was like suppressing her energy to like not grow on purpose. So she wouldn't turn into a demon.
I don't know if it was fully so she wouldn't turn into a demon, but I think it's so that because she also got traumatized at that point in her life. So maybe like just to keep that like brother and sister dynamic the way it was.
Okay. Could
you know what I mean? Too. But you could be right too as far as that. Because at the end of the day, all I know is that was the straw that broke the camel's back, man. Because first of all, other Sentinel, trash.
Yeah, he's useless.
Boy couldn't do a dang thing. First, he didn't even grab his sword first thing. That would have been the first thing I grabbed. Because they had the OD sword right behind him.
I mean, he did grab some, but it was too late.
It was too late, man. He didn't do nothing, dog.
He got packed up so quick.
Bro. And homegirl gaslit the sister so bad. I thought she was going to, like, force someone to kill someone or something. She just said, you know what? I'm going to take this useless dude. You got it.
No 1v1s over here.
Oh, me.
I was like, dang.
That was crazy, man. And so our boy finally gets there. And as soon as homegirls run into him, like, oh my God, protect me.
Bro.
Sister is speedless. So.
We didn't even see her get sliced.
His sister's a problem.
Do you know how fast that happened?
Bro.
Next thing you know, the head was gone.
Popped off.
And she had the head in her hand. And we didn't even see it happen.
And he was in such shock. The sister was just stabbing the body, like having a field day.
Yeah, that was also crazy.
And he was just sitting there like... we was sitting there like... You gonna do something about that?
Yeah, that was insane.
Bro, man. That was just heartbreaking in so many different ways. Because I feel like she wasn't really trying to like hurt him per se. Mm-hmm. She thought she was trying to protect him.
Yeah, she thought she was doing good.
You know what I'm saying? And from a certain perspective, I kind of see where she was coming from because that was vile.
I mean, he didn't get a chance to explain to her that he wasn't going through with like
he could never even talk to her about it.
Exactly. Though. But he should have.
He should have definitely talked to her about that.
If he would have talked to her about that, I felt like that could have...
This was a misunderstanding.
That could have stopped everything.
Yeah. Because then the sister could have just been like, oh, like...
Yeah, she could have...
We don't mess with her anyway.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I always had your back.
And she still would have been mad. Exactly. But it wouldn't have got to this extent, you know?
It's went too far.
Yeah, it went a little too far.
And so he ends up fighting his sister. You know what I'm saying? They low-key kind of both hesitating to really go too far. Except for after a second when he got his little demon arm out, he just started packing her up. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, he was gonna kill her.
Yeah, he was not playing with her no more. You know what I'm saying? But then the other girl demon comes and sacrifices herself. Which I'm like, that goes against everything you know about demons from most shows. They're usually very selfish. You know what I'm saying? Have their own goals. But she was like, nah. I'm thinking 2,000 years ahead, man.
Facts.
He said, when these human beings get cell phones, it's up for us. We gotta do something today. She's the one. I was like, oh, that's hard.
And her mission was also fulfilled.
Nah, she's some Aizen. She's the Aizen of demons, bro.
Yeah.
Because that was crazy. She said, go on with the one out. I was like, ugh. And then the sister on the way out, she was like,
I'll see you when I see you.
Nah, not even that. She said, I'm gonna destroy everything.
Yeah.
And I will see you one last time before the end. I was like, who's this? This can't be the same little sweet girl we've seen for the last 40 minutes. Crazy, bro. That was an immaculate twist. Cinema. I ain't even gonna lie.
Big cinema.
the way they put that together, I was like, oh, like you could feel the emotions in that scene.
Yeah, watching that, like honestly, first time watch,
oh my gosh.
insane.
That was gas.
What are they doing to us, man?
Bro. Because we were talking so much crap, we were like, oh, guess what's gonna happen? The village gonna get burned down, everyone going to massacre. We weren't wrong.
We weren't. But the fact that they doubled down on what we said.
The way they did it was fire though. It was, you know what I'm saying, same process, but excellent execution, because that was crazy. And so now we got Prime Muzan out there on the streets, and then he's low-key a full demon too.
Correct.
So it was just crazy to like I thought it was gonna go like kind of like the Demon Slayer route where he's trying to like get revenge, but at the same time to his sister. But nah, like he's a demon too, and everyone in the village also realized he's a demon. But like,
what can you do?
What can you do? You know what I'm saying? And he's the only one who saved them too.
But he chose to leave.
He did. And honestly, I'm proud of the village elder for admitting he was wrong, because he caused this.
He did. All his fault.
He knew that was not his son's girl.
You know, he just wanted his son to be happy. I understand that, but sometimes it's not meant to be, bro.
Yeah.
Because now look,
where his son at?
We don't know. They never told us.
I don't know if he got packed up or not.
I think he did, but the way she walked out with that dude, I don't know, man.
She must have put him on a tree or something, like,
or made him a demon, and he'll show up in episode 12.
That would be crazy.
We gonna see.
They might be speaking into the future, man. Somebody clock it. But hey, man, this was a masterpiece. I liked it so far, man. I gotta give this one low-key a 10 off that first episode.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
That was gas,
bro.
Like, if you're not watching, what is this called, man?
I don't know. Sword of the Demon Hunter. I don't know what you call
There it is. Sword of the Demon Hunter, man. You got to. At least this first episode so far, man. We're gonna see what the next few episodes, but they started off with a bang, hooked me completely. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't wait to see where they go. I gotta see how his sister starts rolling. Because, like I said, she did kind of do the wrong thing. But at the same time, she's not unreasonable for that.
Certified crash out, man.
For sure, crash out. But we'll catch y'all, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think down below. Aside from that, peace.